And there's been 16 in a row where Peru has failed to beat Argentina. They've been shut out in their last 4 meetings. And now Angel Di Maria with the quarter here in the early stages. The captain in place of the missing Lionel Messi here tonight. Di Maria, the 36-year-old who plays for Benfica and is retiring from international soccer after this tournament here in the U.S. Physical play by Brian Reina. He puts a shoulder into Germán Peña. And for Argentina, another storyline to watch. Walter Samuel is an assistant coach for Argentina, but he is taking the place of Lionel Scaloni here tonight, who has been suspended for a match because he has been bringing his team out late for the start of the second half, and that's been a problem on multiple occasions. So Scaloni, the regular head coach for Argentina, suspended here tonight, and Walter Samuel, who has been an assistant with Argentina for the last 6 years and earned over 50 caps for them as a player back in the day, he is in charge as the manager on the bench here this evening. Peru trying to go long, off target, and a throw in for La Albiceleste. Jorge Fossati is the manager for Peru, the 71-year-old from Uruguay in his first year in this job. He took the Uruguay national side to a third-place finish at the Copa America back in 2004. He has managed over 20 different teams throughout his career, including the Uruguayan national side and the Qatari national team. And he's had stops in countries around the world throughout his tenure. Free kick here for Argentina. Now, despite all of the numbers and the trends that favor Argentina by a wide margin over Peru here tonight, there is a measure of hope for the Peruvians in the fact that Argentina has heavily rotated their squad because they don't have to have the result here tonight, knowing they are already safely into the quarterfinal round. So you might imagine there is a drop in motivation, but then the counter argument to that is the players who have come on to replace the regulars in the starting lineup. They want to prove themselves. They want to earn their spot, more minutes, and look to be a factor going into the knockout rounds. So any way you slice it, it is going to be an uphill climb for Peru here tonight to get the win that they need. There's Lautaro Martinez. Now Palacios. Peru doesn't figure to have a lot of possession, but applying some pressure up the pitch here in the early going. And they will look to play on the counter as much as possible. Now Di Maria surveys his options. That was well defended. And then Cayens losing possession, trying to work it up the flank. Throw in for Peru. Montiel with the nutmeg on Lopez, but then he did well after that to shield the ball. And showing poise to then turn it back the other direction. Argentina, the first of the 16 teams at the Copa America this year to secure their spot in the quarterfinal round. Peru at the bottom of the group without a win and without a single goal so far here in the tournament. And now our first whistle as players gather around in terms of a free kick in a dangerous spot for Argentina here. The foul against Peru. It was Martinez fouled by Zambrano. Got the arm to the face and making the most of it here to earn the call. Lautaro Martinez with a goal in each of his last 5 games, going back to before the Copa America started. He has been the hottest player in terms of offensive goal-scoring form for the Argentinians coming into this Copa America. But he's been coming off the bench. That's how talented and deep this team is. Coming off the bench, still producing, and now getting the start here tonight in the final group stage game. Angel Di Maria on the free kick, serves it in, and that's going to be a corner kick, as the keeper Pedro Gallesi couldn't control it. The 34-year-old from Lima got his hands on it, but was kind of off balance here and couldn't haul it in. And just fumbled it. Second corner. Di Maria going short. Gets the return pass. Line drive in and headed over the bar. Di Maria on the receiving end. He's pointing towards the corner, and it might have come off a defender last here. And Di Maria looked like he was in an offsides position, though. Flag never went up, and all of a sudden it's the third corner, 7 minutes in. Di Maria once again. And this time he's going to serve it in all the way. Curling ball comes all the way through. And no one really got a solid piece of it. Very dangerous. I mean, that was about as well as you could place it. Hot night. Temperature up near 90 degrees for this 8 p.m. local time kickoff, but very humid. Not much air moving, so definitely a tough night weather-wise for these clubs. And a lot of these players who are with teams in South America. This is the middle of winter down there, so a little unusual coming up here at this time of the North American summer. This is a very typical summer night in South Florida. And just a fabulous atmosphere for this game on a Saturday night in Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium. Here's Paredes. Otamendi, the veteran on that back line at 36 years of age with Benfica now. Argentina with wins over Canada and Chile, both by shutout so far in this tournament. They have been dominant in every regard. Twice as much possession as their opponents so far. Outshot Canada 9-2 and outshot Chile 22-3. 15-time champions of Copa America and defending champions from the last edition in Brazil. Peru win it back and then immediately concede possession back to Argentina. Now Martinez. And trying to avoid the pressure. And it's going to be a free kick and the foul on Aldo Corzo. An unnecessary foul there as well. And it affords a set piece for Argentina in the final third. There's no need to hammer Garnacho right there at the sideline. He'd already gotten rid of the ball. Argentina appealing for a card. And you could certainly make the case that that's a yellow. Undisciplined by Peru. Sure, you want to come out and be physical, but you have to be smart as well. Ten minutes gone by, no score here in Miami. Towards the back post and over the top of everyone. Now for Peru, defense has not been the issue as of late. Even though they have dropped their first two games, it's been the offense that has been a persistent problem. They've yet to score here in this Copa America. They have only one goal in their last four in all competitions. and they have been shut out in 8 of their last 12 international matches altogether. Here's Garnacho, a shot, and he couldn't curl it around. It is deflected, however, and it'll be a corner kick. Argentina turning the screws here early. Good quick touch. Garnacho trying to cut it to the inside. He's kind of falling down, lost his balance, and kind of got some help and a break that it deflected off the Peruvian defender and out for a corner. So this time an in-swinger for the first time on a corner for Di Maria. Already the 4th corner here in the first 12 minutes. This one also makes it through untouched. Just like another one a few moments ago, Otamendi had an opportunity there, and it was such an appetizing one too, because Gallese had committed himself. Pedro Gallese had come out of his goal here, and he was in no man's land there. Any kind of header, anything on frame, and that's a goal. Argentina just didn't get their runs timed right. Samuel on the bench saying, we could use an early one. Meanwhile, it is Carlos Zambrano who is down for Peru. A 34-year-old who has over 70 caps for the national side. Had a very tumultuous career, a feisty player. Been in trouble on several occasions with various teams around the world he's played for. He just took the knee to the back, and Otamendi to climb up over the top of him here. That should probably be a foul on Otamendi. Here's Brian Arena, tackled out from underneath him by Montiel. And those two having words. Montiel walks right up to him after Arena had gotten up. Gonzalo Montiel, 27-year-old who plays at Sevilla, on loan this past season at Nottingham Forest. And now Arena going back down. Otamendi says, no, let's go. Those two just continuing their one-on-one duel here. And Montiel not having any of it. Gonzalo Montiel was the player who had the penalty kick that won the World Cup in Qatar a couple of years ago in the win over France. 15th minute here in Miami. There's Garnacho trying to hold it up, and a whistle back behind the play. This is going to be a free kick in midfield for Argentina. Well, a lot of fouls in the early going from Peru. The nerves and the desire to be physical, to try and settle into some kind of a rhythm and feel like you get a foot into the game. That's what's going on with the Peruvian side right now. And you can't be overzealous. And right now they're spending a lot of time defending. Here's Martinez with his back to goal. Di Maria. Quarter of an hour in the rear view. No score here at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The last time these two teams met, it was last October in World Cup qualifying. Argentina won 2-0. They will also meet again in the final game of South American World Cup qualifying this coming November. Argentina, as the defending champions, well on their way to a spot back here in the U.S. in 2 years' time at the next World Cup. While for Peru, it's going to be a long road to try and qualify and make a return trip here to the U.S. as they are at the bottom of the table in the South American qualifying standings. So they have some ground to make up. Qualifying resumes this coming September. Peru right now without a win, 4 losses and 2 draws in South American qualifying. They're a third of the way through that competition. Now Martinez, good one touch. Too far ahead of Di Maria, however. Now Paulo Guerrero. Despite the troubles recently, this Peruvian nation is a 2-time winner of the Copa America in 1939 and again in 1975. And then more recently, they finished as the runner-up 5 years ago and made the Final Four back in 2021. The referee will allow play to continue here. Martinez slow to get up. And Peru looking to make a charge. And the pass too far for Guerrero. Edison Flores couldn't get the pass right. And one of the rare opportunities journeying into the final third here in this first half for Peru. Largely possession monopolized by the Argentinians to this point. Neither team with a shot on goal so far. Here's Lo Celso. And it's offsides. Di Maria. In behind that back line, first offsides of the match. Argentina overall could not be in much better form. They have lost only 2 of their last 59 games, going back to 2019. They, of course, lost their first group game at the World Cup to Saudi Arabia, maybe the biggest upset in World Cup history. But, of course, that was just a minor blip on the road to actually winning that World Cup in Qatar. They then lost to Uruguay in World Cup qualifying in November of last year. That's been their only loss since the World Cup in Qatar. And since the Uruguay loss in November, they have won all 7 of their games leading into this Copa America by a combined score of 15-2. That's how dominant Albiceleste have been over the last few years. But conceding a free kick here in the 20th minute. And first free kick in the Argentina end for Peru. Marcos Lopez. As well as Sergio Pena standing over. And Luca Lapadula and Jose Rivera. And it's Lopez on the service. An all-time leading goal scorer for Peru, sitting on got his head on it, but never a threat on goals. No other current player has half that And Guerrero coming off his night is done. Fixture on this Peruvian national side is 30 teams that finished second and third in the Copa America. Playing club football all over the world in places like Germany, Russia, Ukraine, Switzerland, and even in Argentina. Here is Garnacho in another corner as it goes off. Palacios finding the space. Here's Di Maria eyeballing an opportunity. Now Paredes. All the standings here. Garnacho. Step too soon, but gets it back. Alejandro Garnacho, the 19-year-old who will turn 20 this coming Monday. Swinger comes in, of course. A terrific season for Manchester United this year. Had the Premier League's goal of the season. Also scored the first goal in their FA Cup win over Man City. Martinez onside, and the flag does now go up. So they waited. It looked like he initially was offside, but as usual, a delayed call came across. Garnacho finding Di Maria, and then Martinez in an offside position all the way. Or did the flag go up for offsides? Going to be a penalty kick. Handball. Blocked it out for a corner kick. Now Peru has been so good defensively here at this tournament. In their draw with Chile in their opening game in Texas, they only allowed one shot on target. And their 1-0 loss to Canada, they only allowed 2 shots on goal. They were playing with 10 men for about the final half hour. So they've only allowed 3 shots on frame through the first 2 games. The problem, though, is at the other end, without a single goal so far here in this tournament. And they need to find the back of the net tonight. Otherwise, their tournament will be over after this game against Argentina. And they would actually exit the group stage for the first time since 1995. That was also the last time they failed to win a game during the group phase of the Copa America. So Argentina is going to get a break here because they were a little slow in developing this play, and then Montiel coming across at a difficult angle because the ball kind of shot away from him to the outside of his body and then had Argentina in all competitions. And so Argentina is let off the hook, so it goes into the arm. Midway through this first half, still no score. Jesus Castillo here, and it may not have turned into anything. Di Maria against Flores. Staring down his options. Pushing, Palacios, now Garnacho's frustration. He's 1v1. Penalty coming up. Alejandro Garnacho now against 2 defenders. Carlos Martinez has been manhandled tonight on the end of the throwing for Argentina. In the middle of it. Quickly back to Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho, born in Madrid, but he has played with the Argentina youth national sides and now the senior side. Messages watches hopes for Manchester United to turn their fortunes around under the new ownership beginning next season. Free kick. And this is the most dangerous place from which Argentina has had a set piece so far here tonight. Typically this would be Messi territory, but again he is out tonight. Nursing a thigh injury he sustained in the last game. Just about salt this away. And maybe as much precaution as anything could have probably gone if they needed him here tonight, but already into the quarterfinals, so not chancing it, resting him and saving him up for it seemed like an obvious their next quarterfinal game, which is just about a week away. In search of his first goal here at this Copa America. Just inside of 20 minutes left to make it 2-0. Argentina looking to get on the board first here in Miami. Di Maria and Paredes both bracketing the ball here. Very inviting spot, just outside the box. And what a save by Paredes. And then it's tapped out and for a goal kick. He hits the post. Then on the rebound, Martinez's shot, that's blocked. Leandro Paredes. Oh, that was so well struck. And just a sensational stop. Best of the night so far by a long shot. Now Paredes had that one curling right to the upper corner. Be 2-0. Now the first Peruvian goalkeeper to ever get to 100 caps. Played in the World Cup in Russia. Also in the final of the Copa America 5 years ago, and makes the first significant save here this evening in Miami. So they're the first ones to finish things up here tonight with Argentina possession as expected. All one-sided here, north of 80% for Argentina. Even though Peru knows they need the win, there's just not much they can do about it. We know they're outclassed in terms of talent, technical ability. So they're just going to have to pick their spots and try to be opportunistic on the counter. They're not going to get many chances, so Montiel presents itself. They've got to pounce. They've got to be clinical. Now, so far in the group stage, Argentina has done nothing to indicate that they are still not the #1 team and the favorite to defend their title from Brazil. Yes, they're going to get a challenge. Colombia has looked very good, so has Uruguay. Brazil finally had a Paredes. And now the back heel by Lo Celso, but Paredes got clipped here last night in their win. And the first yellow card of the game after looking very shown to Peru. They had it coming. I mean, a lot of silly fouls here. Unnecessary, and it's Paulo Guerrero, the first man in the book on the night. Argentina in control. No reason for this. And coming in late. Frustration. Paulo Guerrero, the all-time leading goal scorer for Peru. 39 all-time goals. Needs one to tie the Peruvian all-time Copa America record, which is 15. The defending will take a load of more. It's lobbed in, and Gallesi. The final round reads here in the U.S. Lopez loses possession for Peru. It's been a problem. Anytime they get the ball for even a moment, they can't string anything together. No protracted sequence of possession. Now a chance for Argentina, led by Di Maria. 30th minute. Di Maria had less than 20% of the ball here tonight. It's blocked. This is a Peru side that is without Miguel Araujo, who was suspended through a red card. Luis Advíncula, who injured his Achilles earlier in the tournament last night in their win in Las Vegas, has left the team because of a dispute with the federation. So missing some top-end talent here tonight. Not the best spot for Peru to need a win over the top team in the world. Just unable to field their very best squad when they need it the most. Now half an hour deep here, and a quarter of an hour left to go in this first half. Zambrano goes down the line, but Otamendi is there. Nicolas Otamendi, of course, so many years with Man City, now with Benfica. late in his career, in his mid-30s. Over 100 caps for the Argentinian national side as well. Heavy touch by Guerrero, and he gets it back though. And they tried to sell the foul there. And the referee wasn't having it. He tried to bait him just after getting the yellow card a moment ago, so probably not the referee's favorite player at this particular time, so maybe not the most opportune moment to be trying that. Is a foul against Peru. Paredes again on the receiving end. If anything, Peru trying to unsettle Argentina, take them out of their game, mentally get in their heads, because they know they can't match them for sheer technical ability. So maybe trying to win a psychological game. This is not a team that is prone to falling into that kind of a trap. Argentina too accomplished, experienced, and disciplined. Oh, that's clever from Di Maria. Martinez. And now Montiel. Garnacho on the wing. Now out wide for Tagliafico, but he can't hold it in. Good sequence by Argentina. Starting with Di Maria here. Angel Di Maria retiring from international soccer after this Copa America. Would like to go out as a two-time winner. Almost 150 caps for the Argentinian national side. And of course a decorated club career with prominent clubs like Juventus, PSG, Manchester United, Real Madrid. He's won the Champions League, Olympic gold, and of course the Copa America and the World Cup. Pretty much checked every box. Walter Samuel animated on the touchline. And again, the assistant coach for Argentina, but he's in charge here tonight because the manager, Lionel Scaloni, suspended for one game because he had been bringing his team back out late at the start of the second halves so far here at the Copa America. So maybe he'll start setting the alarm on his phone or something like that. But it was serious enough that he earned the suspension, so Samuel in charge for Argentina here tonight. But of course no stranger to this national side. He's been with them in a capacity as an assistant for the last half dozen years. 35th minute, still no score. Rare giveaway by Argentina. Peña, though, dispossessed, and here's Martinez taken away from behind there by Peña, who won it back. Now Flores trying to go up and over the top for Guerrero, but plays it too heavy. Di Maria clipped, and that's going to be the second yellow of this first half on Peru. So Wilder Cartagena goes in the book, a 29-year-old who plays in Major League Soccer for Orlando City, just a couple of hours north of here, after stops in the United Arab Emirates, Argentina, Portugal, Has over 30 caps for Peru's national side, and now a yellow card on the night. Line drive. Went off a couple of bodies here. And it's going to be a goal kick. The other game in this group, Canada facing Chile, happening at the same time. About a 3 hours drive north of here in Orlando. No score. Now if Canada wins that, there's nothing Peru can do here tonight to advance in this tournament. They would be eliminated. Anything less than a Canadian victory over Chile, and then things get interesting. Peru still needs a win. They still have to have all 3 points against Argentina to have a chance. But if they get the win and Canada does not, or if Chile gets the win over Canada, then you have a couple of teams equal on points, and then it comes down to goal difference. And we could have to go even deeper than that. Beyond goal difference, the next tiebreaker is total goals scored. Emiliano Martinez out to scoop this up. Now Garnacho on the wing. That's a good step defensively by Sané, who wasn't even scheduled to be in the starting 11 until right before kickoff. Oliver Sané replacing Andy Polo, who was going to be a starter, but then got injured during warm-ups. So Sané had to come on, the 23-year-old who just earned his first cap with the national side this past March, playing his club football in Denmark, where he was born. The 13th all-time meeting at the Copa America between these two sides. Argentina shutting out Peru in their last 2. And the pass under hit for Martinez. He tries to recover. Now Garnacho on it, and that is going to be a whistle against Martinez. So a free kick for Peru. They're actually going to call him for offside.